My dream is to study international law and become a lawyer to help people and protect their rights.
To become a doctor, hopefully a pediatrician, to work with kids and hopefully save them.
Canadian dream is to have a good future and have a job and a family.
My dream is to be a doctor to be able to help other people.
Be happy.
This country has given us so much to be grateful for. And our greatest pride is that you can come here from anywhere in the world and build a good life. We don't care where you're from or what religion you practice or who you love. You are all welcome in Canada.
Being Canadian is being part of a group of individuals that help each other using differences as a strength. It means that a person is part of the second largest country in the world. It signifies that you are one among 36 million and that you will never be alone. To a Canadian, success is striving not alone, but with your neighbor and his neighbor, and so on. The Canadian dream altruistic qualities are seen in the need to defend others, the obligation of helping those in need, and the great Canadians who have achieved it. Throughout history, Canada has stood out by its desire to protect people in need and provide hope. The Canadian dream is the idea that all can have a chance at prosperity without encountering resistance or fear. Its objective is to extend the safety and happiness found within Canada's border across the world. Canada's history of sacrifice begins early. In fact, Canada has contributed in many battles during World War I and World War II. Even if the conflicts were across the sea and Canada was safe, Canada still helped and was a major actor in the wars. In World War I, Canadians proved themselves as worthy fighters when for the first time 160 tons of chlorine gas fell upon them and a 6.5-kilometer gap was created in the Allied line at Ypres in 1915. 2 days later, they survived another German bombardment and gas attack on April 24th. Exhausted and terribly equipped, the Canadians fought on until reinforcements arrived. Also, after many endeavors by the British Army, it was the Canadians who marched on Vimy and won, giving the Allies access to advantageous regions that would help demonstrate how minutious planning could win the war.
In World War II, Canada declared war on Germany on September 10, 1939. Immediately, Canada's Navy, Marine, and Air Force were sent to Battle of the Atlantic. They helped destroying the German U-boats. Also, in 1944, Canadians played a leading part in breaking the Hitler line blocking the Leary Valley. Thus, from 1939 to 1945, over 1 million Canadian men and women served in the military. Of those brave heroes, 43,000 sacrificed themselves.
I think I would defend Canada in World War III, but I really hope that we can find a way to avoid any conflict that will lead to another World War.
I would possibly sign up for World War III as a doctor or as a medic in the war, but not actually on the line.
For more than 12 years, the Canadian Armed Forces executed operations in Afghanistan on land, in the air, and at sea. Over 4,000 members have participated in missions, which makes the conflict in Afghanistan the engagement with the largest workforce since the Second World War. The goal of the mission was to assist the government of Afghanistan in the establishment of security and governance. The armed forces focus on rebuilding the country to create an independent and democratic nation. They fight so the people of Afghanistan never have to fear terrorists. Canada has helped improve human rights and diplomacy. Canada is a founding member of the United Nations since 1945. an organization of many countries set on conserving world peace, friendships with other nations, and solving international economic, social, and cultural problems while strongly encouraging human rights. Presently, Canada contributes with financial support, participation in missions, new ideas, and creative solutions. Canada proposed peacekeeping in the 1950s, created the International Criminal Court, and prohibited the use of landmines in the 1990s. The objectives are to take war-affected children away from danger and improve the organization itself. Moreover, Canadian stereotypes offer a positive view of the country's citizens and contain some truth.
Hey, sorry about that. Some Canadian stereotypes are that we always say "a" at the end of our phrases, that we're really nice, that we all live in igloos.
Because it's such a quiet country.
We're really nice. We live in igloos. We love beaver tails.
The research of two American professors painted the Canadian by analyzing students as a reserved, shy intellectual. He is attentive, polite, and prudent. A citizen from Canada is most likely mature, well-informed, and thoughtful. It is stereotypical for them to value hard work, success, freedom, and peace. He is said to be oversensitive. A study from Queen's University analyzed the scenario in which Canadians apologize after a stranger bumped into them. They discovered 90% of Canadians aged 18 to 25 would say sorry to the stranger.
The kindest thing somebody did for me, I forgot my wallet in Morton's, and then somebody ran out to give it to me, and everything was intact in it.
Oh, well, there's one day where I was at the bus station and I noticed a blind person kind of struggling of like what bus to take, and I helped them get on the right bus and get to their destination, and it really made me feel good.
Furthermore, Canada accepted 25,000 Syrian refugees by the beginning of 2016.
I feel they deserve a home here, and we should accept them.
I think it's a really good thing that Canada has been accepting so many Syrian refugees. And personally, I even organized Canadian activities to welcome them in the community, and I think it's a really good thing so that they feel welcomed in Canada.
I think we should welcome refugees because they need a place to live, and we have enough space to offer it for them.
Additionally, two doctoral students at McMaster University proved Canadians are more intent on peaceful and thoughtful actions and thoughts than a fellow American by comparing the top 10% words used in millions of tweets. In Canada, recurring words were amazing, great, beautiful, and favorite. More cultural words could be found, such as Habs and Leafs, hockey, and Raptors. The words used by Americans were in hateful tweets that showed scorn towards others, like damn, hate, ass, hell, annoying. Racist slurs were also among the words used most often.
I believe the American dream is more centered around the self rather than the community, so that the Canadian dream has more of an aspect that is towards helping others.
So I think the American dream is probably more like to be famous or to have money, but I think in Canada it's more to like have a happy and like good life. Yeah.
It would be honesty, loyalty, and friendship.
Respect, kindness, and helping others.
Determination, respect, and hard work.
Open-minded.
Respect, being open-minded, and being nice and generosity.
The story of Canada, at its heart, is a story of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. The courage of Viola Desmond, the tenacity of Terry Fox, the leadership of Thérèse Casgrain. It's in these people that the true story of Canada is told. Their triumphs are unique, but the values that underpin them are not, because they are distinctly and definitively Canadian values.
My Canadian heroes are my parents because
because it gave me a wonderful life.
Elon Musk, the inventor of Tesla.
Rogan. Chris Hadfield.
Sidney Crosby.
Ryan Reynolds.
Drake.
Payette for determination and courage.
Born in Winnipeg, young Terry Fox had big ambitions and was to do great things with his life. He got into sports and started his athlete career. Terry Fox started to run. At the age of 18, he lost his leg due to cancer. His artificial limb did not stop him in pursuing his goal. He had a dream that would allow people like him to have their own dream, their Canadian dream. In order to accomplish his goal, Terry Fox ran across Canada in order to collect money for cancer, Terry Fox Foundation. Even when people would give him money for himself, he would refuse it in order to give everything for the cause. Terry Fox was an important Canadian hero who not only realized his Canadian dream, but other people's Canadian dream. In 2016, Terry Fox Foundation distributed $23.1 million to Terry Fox Research Institute and $597,000 to the international cancer research organizations.
Gilmore Jr. represented one of Canada's main values at the Olympics of 2014 in Sochi, altruism. The Olympian speed skater withdrew from the race in order to assure his teammate Denny Morrison would compete the 1,000 meters. Denny won the silver medal because of Junior's act of selflessness. He also won bronze in the 1,500 meters. Denny won the silver medal for himself, Canada, and of course, Junior.
And I wish, and I wish, and I wish, and I wish, and I wish. Yeah.
Canadian artists are living their dream and becoming more and more successful. Drake, a rapper born in Toronto, has a growing career in the vast world of music. Before music, he was an actor in a Canadian show, Degrassi. He lives his dream in Canada, and he is a patriotic Canadian.
While other countries' dreams seem to fade over time, Canada's dream will remain truly immortal, since there will always be good people willing to do what is right, no matter how terrible the time. Society will never wonder if Canada will have a new legendary hero, but rather when and how. The dream will spread because it is not reserved only to Canadians, but for everybody. It is an utopian vision of a world in which everybody can make a difference.
Let's commit to doing what we do best. Let's lead with courage and compassion. Let's show that diversity is a source of strength and that an open and welcoming country is a stronger and more united one.